Moin.com.
Turning now to the coronavirus vaccine, Pfizer's COVID vaccine is the first to receive full approval by the FDA. The approval has opened the door for new vaccine requirements. Legal experts expect that companies will now have an easier time requiring workers to be vaccinated. Some did not waste any time, with the Pentagon, CVS, and the New York City school system announcing new mandates. But the approval also helping to ease some people's fears about getting the shot.
Social media that gets you kind of brainwashed into thinking that sometimes the vaccine can be bad.
The Pfizer vaccine remains under an emergency use authorization for 12 to 15-year-olds, as does the vaccines made by Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, which are still just for 18 and older.
Joining us now with more is Oregon State University Associate Professor in the College of Pharmacy, Gaurav Sahay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So first, let's just kind of talk about what it takes to get this full FDA approval of a vaccine. What changed for Pfizer to be able to cross this threshold?
Yeah, so I think, after the clinical trials, so there were 3 clinical trials, rigorous testing done, and that led to the emergency use authorization during COVID times. But then after the EUA was done, there were more post-data analysis that occurred. And then the FDA also did a site inspection of these facilities, looked at the quality control and things like that. So over the data that was already presented to FDA, Pfizer then did more rigorous analysis after this reached into a lot of our arms to basically see the safety and efficacy in real time as well. So it was already rigorously tested in all these 3 clinical trials. After that was done, they continued to look carefully, and then a lot of inspections were done. And with that, Pfizer was able to then provide a detailed report to FDA, and now this has been a milestone that the product is now approved for use.
Okay, and so as the mom of an 11-year-old, I'm wondering if this means that younger age group, that maybe there would be a full approval next for them, and what does it mean in general going forward?
So, as you guys had mentioned before, I think the first thing that happens is that a lot of places, for safety of their workers, can employ mandates. Second of all, I think people who are a little bit wary of vaccinations, even though they were fully vetted once the EUA was given, they'll be more willing to accept the vaccine. And the only way to get out of this pandemic is to get vaccinated. So I think what this does is allows that to happen. For 11 years old, the same process will occur, the same analysis. And right now, for 12 and above, it is under emergency use authorization. So 12 and above still can get it, but it's not FDA approved from them. I have a 6-year-old daughter, so I'm waiting for the clinical trial results. So they are doing, again, the same trials for kids, looking at what kind of dose is best for them, and doing a randomized sort of trial, which will then lead to sort of an emergency use authorization for that. So the same processes are being conducted for both. I think for 12 and above, the approval would be next, might take a couple of months. For 12 and below 12 years old, I think they're still conducting the trial, and we'll know the results hopefully soon, and then we'll go from there. Yep.
So real quickly, Professor, in terms of a timeline, we've heard from people who were maybe skeptical because it was only emergency use authorized, and then the other thing that we've heard some people say is, well, it just seems like all of this happened so quickly. It was really fast that we were able to get this vaccine out to people. When you compare it to other vaccines that the FDA has given full approval to before, even though this may have been a faster timeline, what can you say about just the rigorous vetting that this vaccine went through, do you feel like it was still given enough analysis for that full FDA approval?
That's a great question. And I would say that the rigor was the same that is given for other vaccines. The things that have changed is one, the mRNA-based technology, which took basically decades to develop. It's not that it just came in yesterday. We were working on it for 6-7 years. A lot of innovators were working before that, so it took a long time to get here. The thing was that these things were being researched for a long time, that when a situation like a pandemic came, you could develop a vaccine against it much quickly. So sometimes folks get sort of this feeling that, oh, this was just done out of the blue. No, there's been decades of research in this area, a lot of pioneering work done by a lot of people in the field. So once the vaccine trials were basically conducted in parallel, usually what happens, there is a phase 1 trial, then companies wait for a phase 2 and a phase 3. In this case, because this was a pandemic and the US government also put a lot of money into sort of the manufacturing of these. So a lot of these trials were done in parallel from phase 1, which has a smaller number of people, to phase 2 and phase 3, where you have a larger cohort, and phase 3, where you had 40,000 people. So, and the manufacturing takes, if it was regular time, people would have waited for everything before they started manufacturing. But people started to do that in parallel, not knowing whether it'll work or not, because the cost of saving lives was much more important. So I think it was much faster because of all those factors, but all the steps that were needed for full approval were followed very rigorously. And what I want to emphasize, that these are safe and efficacious vaccines, and FDA has been very transparent about it. And so if you're still on the fence, go get the shot, and that's the only way we get out of this.
Yeah, all important things to keep in mind. Gaurav Sahay, Associate Professor at OSU, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, AM Extra and Coin